Parents, my name's Graham Matthews, and I run Empowered STEM. And Empowered STEM is an A-level course provider, and we provide A-level courses in chemistry, biology, physics, and maths for those students who want to go to medical, dental, veterinary, financial, or engineering programs at the chosen university in the UK or the US. So today I wanted to come in this live stream and I wanted to talk about a topic that is really important to me, and it's specific to the UAE parents. And it's this: look, most UAE parents, they're making a critical mistake when they're choosing A-level sport for the teen. And the problem with this one is that it's costing the teen top university offers. Now, parents, maybe you can relate to this one. Look, you've spent thousands in private tutoring for your teen. You bought the revision books. You bought the extra classes. And the problem is this, is that your teen's grade isn't improving. And the clock's ticking. The sand is going through the hourglass because exams are getting closer and closer. Time's running out for you to fix this problem. Now, what I do promise, though, by the end of this live stream is this, is that by the end of this live stream, you will know what the number one mistake is that UAE parents are making and why it's holding your teen back from earning those A star grades, and how to ensure that they do get the A star grades and they do get the top offers for UK and US universities. Now, this is the mistake that UAE parents are making. It's this one. You're choosing one-to-one or group tutoring. Now, yes, in complete transparency, we do offer A-level courses. And so I have a personal bias against one-to-one and group tutoring. I do. And my lawyers told me I have to say this. My lawyers told me I have to say, in my opinion, one-to-one and group tutoring doesn't work. And the reason why, in my opinion, I think the one-to-one and group tutoring doesn't work is because it's catch-up tutoring. Now, what you're paying for is you're paying for extra teaching, extra classes, instead of a proven pathway to A-star success for your teen. Now, you say, well, yeah, but Graham, why is this a problem? I mean, I found a one-to-one tutor for my teen. Okay. Or I've tried group tutoring. Okay. Was it successful? Did your teen's grade improve dramatically? No. How do I know? Well, to be quite honest, parents, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this live stream. You wouldn't be looking for a solution out there. Now, this is the problem with one-to-one and group tuition is this, is number one, they have a complete lack of strategy. All right. What they do is they cover topics. It's called catch-up tutoring. They rehash what your teen learned in school this week. The problem with that is that they're not teaching them exam techniques. They're not teaching them strategic revision, or more importantly, how to apply the knowledge to real exam style questions. Now, parents, you got to stop and have a think about this one, okay? Your teen is upstairs in their room, burning the midnight oil, spending all weekend studying, revising A-level chemistry, for example. Problem with this one is that the strategy that they're using is not effective. It's like trying to chop down a tree with a rubber mallet. Okay. So it is a problem because you're thinking they don't know exam techniques, and so they fall into the trap of memorizing mark schemes. They don't know strategic revision, which means they're trying anything. The next glossy, shiny object syndrome that comes down the internet, they'll try this. They're not able to apply the knowledge to high stake exam questions. Yes, those exam questions that are the difference between an A star, a B, or a C. So number one is that the one-to-one and the group tuition, they don't have a strategy at all. And number two is that they don't have a structured roadmap. They don't have a blueprint of success. They just don't, parents. And so the issue with this one is that parents think, well, what I'll do is I'll just spend more money and I'll get more tutoring, because the more tutoring I get for my teen, the better the results must be. Mm, not quite, is it? You know, it doesn't work like that. Because, sun rises in the east, sets in the west. Well, if you run east as fast as you can, you're never going to see a sunset, are you? No, because you're running in the wrong direction. All right, so this is the issue then, without having a roadmap, without having a blueprint, a proven pathway. What your teen is doing is that they're wasting time. And when they're wasting time, imagine the sand is going through the hourglass, parents. The one thing you can't find is lost time. Now, without a clear system in place, without a proven pathway in place, your teen is going to continue struggling. They're going to get more and more frustrated, more and more despondent, more and more angrier as the grades begin to plummet, especially towards the end of year 13 when it gets really, really difficult. Okay. And parents, for you, well, sure, it's wasted time and money. It's wasted time and money, meaning it's your money, your hard earned money that you're wasting on one-to-one and group tuition, which doesn't work, because otherwise you wouldn't be watching this live stream. You wouldn't be looking for a solution out there. And more importantly, it's wasting your teens' time, something which they don't have to give. Every minute, every hour counts as we count down towards the final exams. And so what we found is that parents in Dubai, they're spending thousands on one-to-one and group tutors. And all they're doing is just rehashing the school lessons that were taught that week instead of fixing weaknesses. Now, from a teen's point of view, parents, can you imagine this one? Can you imagine you sit through lessons all week, you don't get it, and then you've got group tuition. And the teacher is going through the same tired examples you saw in class. It's like having to rewatch a bad movie. Oh, I didn't get it in class, and now the teacher's doing the same tired explanation. I still don't get it. Not only is it a waste of my time, it's got to be really frustrating, because it's reinforcing to your teen is I don't get it. Second time around, I still don't get it. There's got to be a better way, right, parents? There's got to be a better way. So imagine, if you would, two scenarios. Number one is this. Student number one, their parents spent thousands on one-to-one and group tuition, but they're still struggling with exam questions. You know, the application of knowledge questions, which are on the international A levels, the one that the examiners put into the exam in order to differentiate between the A star, the A, and the B students. Right. Or you could be student number two. Student number two, their parents invested in a strategic A level prep method with a proven pathway to help them take their grade from a B to an A in just a few months. Now, parents, which one would you be? Do you want to be parent number one, which is basically flushing your hard earned money down the drain? And your teen is sitting there still frustrated, still not getting the grades that you know that they can earn? Because you know that they're bright, that they're putting in the work. Or do you want to be parent number two, which is they've invested in their teen's education and they're seeing their teen thrive? They're seeing their teen flourish in this new learning environment. And they're seeing their teen's grade improve from a B to an A or even higher. Okay. Now, parents, you got to let me know in the comment section of this live stream which one you want to be. Okay. Because I think parents, and this is going out for the UAE parents today, is this one. What you should be looking for rather than one to one, rather than group, I think what you should be looking for instead is a proven system. A system with a blueprint that's been proven to work year after year after year. A blueprint that shows your team how to get the grade improvement, how to improve their skill set, their strategies, that they can earn the grade that they should be getting, rather than just more catch up lessons, more rehash of what was taught in school that week. And I think, parents, that what you need is a program that focuses on exam strategy. Now, this is a big one, okay? Focuses on exam strategy because, look, the international A levels, they're not just content, are they? Because if they were content based only, everybody would get top grades. But they're designed to be able to weed out those students that are going to do well in the university setting, okay? And those students going to do well in the university settings are the ones that have really good content knowledge, yes, but stacked on top of it is exam strategy. Okay. Now, by exam strategy, what I mean is this: it's not just, oh, just do past paper questions, past paper questions, past paper questions, memorize the mark schemes, try it. Oh, I didn't quite get the answer. Well, I kind of wrote that down. Yeah, maybe I'll give myself 3 out of 5 marks on that one. No, what it is, it's exam strategy is where your teen is taught how to apply knowledge to real exam questions under pressure. Not just the constant repetition of past paper questions that the one-on-one and the group tutoring do, but a real solid, robust approach that shows them how to develop really strong exam technique. And I think, parents, the third thing, I think that you deserve a program which has regular assessment for your teen so that you can track their progress. You're paying for it, and you can see your teen start at this grade, and then this is the grade that they got on the homework each week that was set by the tutor in the course. And this is a grade moving up in the course, and this is a grade moving up at school as well. Okay, because I think you deserve that. Also, and this is the bit for the students, right? Also, I think what they need is academic coaching and mindset training. Because look, A levels, they're a 2-year program. There's going to be times when your son, your daughter doesn't want to do it anymore. They're going to get burnt out. They're going to get a bad grade at school. All right. They're going to get a bad lab report. Okay. Not the end of the world. But what you need is that you need a program that offers academic coaching and mindset training so that your team can stay motivated and they can stay disciplined and they have mental resilience and they have grit to keep going. Now, parents, look, as I said at the beginning of this live stream, in complete transparency, we do offer A-level courses in chemistry, biology, physics, and maths for international A levels. I'm talking to the UAE parents today. This is exactly what is contained in our courses. Every one of our courses, this is baked into them. What we have is we have a proven pathway. We have a structured roadmap. There's 4 steps to our pathway, our blueprint of success. Number 1, precision diagnosis. Very first thing that we do is that we assess what your team knows about the subject. Let's use chemistry, for example. We assess what they know about A-level chemistry. It could be biology, physics, or maths, but let's just stick with chemistry for right now. And once we assess what they know, we know what their strengths are, we know what their weaknesses are, we know what the gaps in the knowledge is. And then we go to the second step, which is conceptual clarity. Now, look, conceptual clarity means that we fill in those knowledge gaps. And we make sure that your team has a really, really solid understanding of the concepts, all of the topics in year 12, all of the topics in year 13, and the synoptic links that connect all the topics between year 12 and year 13. Students in our courses have such a robust understanding of the content. They have crystal clear conceptual clarity, a very, very firm foundation for them to move on to the next step, which is strategic revision. Now, strategic revision, what this means, parents, is this, is we teach your teen how to study and how to revise. We teach them all of the strategies. So number 1, we start out with the organizational techniques. We start out with the study techniques, how to study, how to revise. And what we do is we base it on neuroscience, because that empowered STEM, we're all about getting your teen results. And so we base this on neuroscience, the 6 pillars of neuroscience, which have been adapted to learning. And so teens in our courses, they have a really strong set of study skills, organizational skills, revision strategies. They know how to read mark schemes. They know how to get all the little nuances that the examiner's looking for. They know how to read examiner reports. And so it's like the military grade and battle ready. They're good to go. But on top of it, what we do is we teach them the medical mindset. We teach them how to think like doctors, veterinarians, scientists, their dream career. Okay. Because again, medical mindset to us means that you have mental resilience and mental plasticity. Because you know what? On the exam, where your teen's going to see are questions they've never seen before. And if they can't think on their feet, parents, if all they've done is just memorize mark schemes, they've got a couple of strategies in place they kind of somewhat learnt in order to answer a question. And then all of a sudden, they get in there and the questions are completely brand new. It's not going to be good. The ground starts to shake. Not with our students, because our students have the mental resilience, the grit, and the fortitude to keep going, and they can adapt. And they know how to think strategically. And this is what we teach in our courses, strategic thinking. Now, so, well, Graham, this sounds great. All right, fantastic. Got it. But on the other hand, do you have a success story? Well, of course I do. We have hundreds of them. But all right, imagine again, we got two situations here, right? Number one, we got a parent in Dubai, maybe a parent just like you and your wife, you and your husband, all right, and you spent thousands on tuition for your son, for your daughter, because you want them to go to a top UK, a top US university. And yet the problem is they seem to be tapping out at a B. We see this all the time. They begin to tap out at a B. And the reason is because they're struggling to apply what they've learned, knowledge, to they're struggling to apply knowledge to unique exam questions they haven't seen. And we see this all the time because we talk to hundreds of parents a week. All right, parents just like you. We talk to 100 parents a week, and we hear this all the time. And the reason is because they're coming from they're coming from the group tutoring camp. This is a dead giveaway of group tutoring. It's a dead giveaway of one-to-one tuition. All right. And the upside is that parents on the call with us quickly realize that a traditional tutoring, it's not. It's not the answer, is it? On the other hand, let me tell you a story. Here we go. This is a real story using real student names and parent names, okay? I'm going to introduce you to Harry and Anne. All right, Anne is the mother, Harry is the son. When Harry came to us, he had a D in A-level chemistry. A D, parents. And all he wanted to do was be a small animal vet. This is what he wanted to do. And he was struggling with A-level chemistry. He didn't get it. He didn't get the concepts. He didn't get his exam technique was non-existent. He was demotivated, he was deflated, and he was just about ready to give up. Yet his mother, Anne, found us, reached out to us, and we had a conversation with her. And we told her about our chemistry courses, our Chem Accelerated Learning course to be specific. And she enrolled him in our course. Now, our course, as you may have figured out, it's a structured system designed for success. Okay. And he was in our course for 16 weeks, and he had access to the best tutors, the best resources you can't find anywhere else on the internet. They are unique to us, and the best learning environment. He had the complete holistic package. And you know what? His grade moved from a D to an A. Now, when I say an A, parents, I just don't mean an A in the course. I mean that when he sat his A-level exams, he got an A. So he was sitting at a D and he moved up to an A. And he enrolled in his chosen university. And now he's studying to be a small animal vet. Now, this is one of the many, many turnaround stories that we have. I can go on and on about these, okay? But this is a story that is really, really common to the students who take our course, okay? Now, thing is, parents, why exactly does it matter? You go, well, yeah, you know, Graham, okay. And why is this so important, though? I mean, you know, one-to-one group tuition you're offering a course. Why is it so important? Well, simple, because your son, your daughter, look, you and I both know that they want to go to Oxford, they want to go to Cambridge, they want to go to Imperial, they want to go to King's, they want to go to Harvard, they want to go to Yale. In other words, they want to go to the top universities in the UK and the top universities in the US. But what they don't have is they don't have time to waste on the wrong approach. You can run to the east as fast as you want. You're not going to see a sunset. The time is running out for your teen. The sand is going through the hourglass. And one thing you can't find lost time. But one thing that we know at Empowered STEM is it's not about working harder. It's not about getting on to the treadmill and putting in more hours and more one-on-one and more group tuition and more revision books and extra classes. No, it's not working harder, parents. What it is working smarter. And the reason that we know this is simple is because at Empowered STEM, we build top students one student at a time. Now, if you're watching this video, this live stream to the end, fantastic. But if your teen is struggling in A-level maths, biology, chemistry, physics, what I need you to do is don't make the same mistake the other UAE parents are making, which is don't get caught in the cost trap of one-to-one and group tuition. Have your teen join the next intake of the course that we're offering. Now, there's limited spots in our A-level courses, and the reason is we only offer 6 seats per course. That is it, parents. There is no seat number 7. This is not the webinar group model that you've probably seen, but they don't tell you that there's 98 students in the room with your son, your daughter. In our course, it's 6 students per course. What we have that sets us apart is that we have a proven track record of helping students, such as yours, earn the A and the A-star grades that they need to be competitive candidates for top university offers. Students who graduate from our course, yes, they go to Harvard, they go to Yale, they go to Division 1 schools, they go to Oxford, Cambridge, King's, UCL, all of the Division 1 schools in the US and all of the top schools in the UK, yes, our students are competitive candidates and they get into them. Now, if what I'm saying to you is making sense, you're thinking, okay, Graham, okay, got it. I want to reach out to you. Well, then it's easy to do. Now, look, my team's got this live stream. I think we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram. We're getting the message out that all you need to do is this, is leave a message below whatever you see in this live stream, whatever platform you're on, or make it easy on yourself. Move over to Facebook, leave a message, and a member of my team will reach out to you today, have a non-obligation conversation, explain to you how the courses work, answer all of your questions, so that at the end of the day, you feel that you've been well taken care of and you've had all of your questions answered. Because from our point of view, parents, what we want is we want to make sure that your teen is a good fit for our courses. And our course is a good fit for your teen. And as a parent, you've had all of your questions answered and you feel well taken care of. So when your son, your daughter, they bring home the report card and they open it, you and your team both know that this is the best grade that they could have got in A-level chemistry, biology, physics, or maths. And so they can be competitive candidates for the chosen university, either in the UK or in the US. Now, look, like I said, though, this is the last cohort that we're running for the academic year before the exams. And yes, spaces are filling up fast. There's only 6 spots per cohort. That's it. And the course that I'm talking about, parents, it could be the difference between an A star and a B for your teen. It could be the difference between your teen going to Oxford or Harvard or having to settle for the second choice university. So if you want real results, if you feel that you need a structured program for your teen in order to be successful, rather than more group tuition, more one-on-one tutoring. If you believe that success in A levels, it isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter, then I need you to reach out to us. I can't do it for you. Okay? But what I want you to think of is this, is don't leave your teen's future to chance. Invest with us at Empowered STEM, because at Empowered STEM, we build top students one student at a time.